A girl from Tinder, do you let her stay the night?
I did, because she lived like an hour and a half away.
An hour and a half?
Yeah.
She came an hour and a half for...
Damn! What kind of dick are you serving to these women?
So,
Damn.
Wingman,
The
welcome
podcast, the one and only.
to another Sunday. And I'm here with very special friends. My name is Matt, your host. By the way, Justin is in Egypt right now riding donkeys. So hope he's having fun over there. But today we have a very special episode because it's only me and two of my friends. We have Ida. Want to say hello?
Ida, Ida Bear, the most iconic Russian person you'll probably
Talk in the mic.
meet.
Talk in the mic.
Huh?
Talk in the mic.
Oh, I'm not even talking in the mic. I'm talking so far away from the mic. Let's see. It's 2 a.m. on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Decided to come over to Matt's place, start a podcast, and here we are.
And with her friend Shauna.
Yes, I'm Shauna.
Yeah. So tonight we were at a nightclub in downtown Toronto. So this is like an after party podcast.
We've been meaning to do this, I think, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Never ended up
Exactly.
happening,
So every time I ask Ida, hey, you want to shoot a podcast? She's always like at a nightclub, either working. Yeah, she recently quit her job, which is exciting.
That job.
Mm-hmm. So before
even the neighbors agreed with that.
before we actually start shooting or talking, let's briefly introduce yourselves. Like,
oh my God,
Ida,
yeah.
what do you do? And
okay. So I don't know. Do you want to go first? Yeah, I'll let her take it away. I'm a little too drunk right now.
So
we'll
I'm Shauna, and I just moved to Toronto like in the past year. So I'm a Toronto newbie.
Nice.
I model, and I'm creating an app, which I can't really talk about, but
Cool.
soon.
So you're like an app maker and a model.
Yes.
That's awesome. And that's actually how we know Ida as well. We connected with each other through Instagram.
Yep, through
Yeah.
modeling, and then I ended up art bombing Matt. I think.
I know she kept flaking on me.
I'm really bad for that. So for anyone out there who I have not responded to your Instagram DM, it's nothing personal. I just don't check it, and I work 24/7, so I don't have time.
So Ida is you're not, what's it called? You always show up to parties though.
I do. I do work while I'm at parties, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're always on your phone.
I'm
and there's
always on
one
my
time, I
phone.
think it was Christmas Eve, and we had a party,
Oh my God,
Justin
yeah.
and I. In the middle of the night while she's drinking, she's like, oh, my boss is texting me. I need to go. I need to do some stuff for him.
And it's true. That is how for the past 6 to 7 months, my life was just kind of working 24/7, whether it was 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I was on call. I would just kind of get up and just hop on. I loved it though. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to run a business and be a business owner. And now I just like to party, and I'm just going to do it on my own. Learned everything I need, right?
And Ida's also a model. That's how we all know each other.
Yeah.
I'm a photographer. I've been a photographer for all my life, basically. I think I've been shooting with a camera for over 10 years. Since I had my first camera when I was 14.
I never knew that about you.
I started
really?
taking photos of dogs and flowers. Yeah.
Dogs and flowers.
That's where the
Couldn't
inspiration
imagine
started.
that. Damn.
Yeah.
Huh. From what it like grew to where it is now, like that's insane.
To where it is now is girls in bikinis.
That's true. Be straight further away from the dogs and flowers and live, love, laugh, peace. But no, your work is honestly, if anyone, please check Matt's workout. It's honestly dope.
Thank you.
By the
way, Ida, talking.
I did not talk to the mic. I just talked completely further away from the mic. The drinking is starting to, I think.
So Wingman, today we have a very interesting topic. So welcome to the Wingman podcast, the #1 dating show in North America. Let's go. So I have a confession to make. So I went to the club tonight, and I'm a little bit in a situation where a girl broke my heart. There's a girl that I really liked, and we've been talking to each other for 1 month. But unfortunately, things didn't work out. She wasn't ready to be involved with someone. See, I'm not ready to be involved with someone as well. So just unfortunate circumstance. I I don't know. I'm still in the confused kind of state of like what really happened. Like, is it me? Is it her? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So wait, how did she break your heart if you didn't want anything? And she didn't want anything?
we've been seeing each other for like 1 month, hanging out maybe once or twice a week.
Okay.
We never actually hooked up yet. And
Good, strong man for that. God damn.
because I think she just got out of a relationship and she wasn't ready to do that yet. And I got out of a relationship very recently as well. Like I think
That's
December was
completely
my last.
God, what the fuck? You're not even
So
like
technically,
taking time.
in 5 weeks, I've had like 2 breakups basically, which is.
Oh my God.
So I don't know. I move on pretty quick. I don't know. Is it because I'm a Gemini? I don't know if you guys believe in astrology. I don't know if you guys believe in astrology.
Are you one of those Sagittarius or
I'm a Gemini.
horoscope host that just
No, I'm not. I just saw this meme online that says that Geminis, every time they get out of a relationship, they just move on like right away.
No, Matt, my boy. I just think you just need some time to reel it in and realize what happened and kind of, regress it before you go to the next one. Because it's hard.
True.
It's
but
hard to
I'm
sit
not
in the pain and the feelings.
The thing is, I'm not even grieving that much. I'm also still seeing my ex-girlfriend, so it's not that bad.
I'm not grieving my ex relationship, but yeah, I'm still seeing my ex-girlfriend. I'm not grieving anything.
A very wise person told me once that.
Oh my God, so wise.
A very wise person told me once that, sign of maturity is if you can stay friends with your ex.
Please don't tell me it was drunk Justin.
And I took that to heart.
No
I'm
offense to you. I hope you're having fun in Egypt.
I agree with that though. I think it's important to stay friends with your ex because you
Yeah.
actually grew some
That's
connection,
true.
and
Yeah.
depending where they came in your life, that's very crucial.
Exactly. I don't want to waste all those good memories that happen. Maybe one day we'll get together. So I'm just open to it.
Oh, so you're friends with hope. You're not friends for just becoming friends.
Oh, no. See,
That's
No,
two
it's just
different
optional.
things. No, that's two different things. If you're friends and you want to grow a friendship, but if you're friends, but you're like, well,
Still
maybe
might
you
be
could be my
something.
wifey.
One day.
That doesn't work.
But then you're still like holding on when you're looking at the person. Although you've built a friendship with them and you're just like doing that, you're still looking at them with that expectation that there's still a hope one day that they might be able to be open to a relationship with you. And when they're not, and then they reject you because everyone.
I'm looking 10 years down the road.
Sir.
No, straight up.
And I agree with you, but
We separated very maturely. We had long talks for like over 6 months. Okay, like our personalities, like we had a really good relationship, but we just different. We had different wants in life.
And that's completely okay.
She wanted to settle down. I'm 24. I wanted to be free. I wanted to like go out, experience
And you're right for
different
that.
people, right?
Yeah.
How old was she?
21 or 22.
Damn, you have a thing for these 20-year-olds. It's like that.
Shut up,
4 or 5
Ida,
year
you're
gap.
all-
You're like, yeah, yo, bitch, you under me.
You're also 22. It's like these-
I know. What am I talking about? But no, that's interesting that you say that because, yeah, the 6 months and the deep talks, especially the long conversations and stuff, a lot of people hold on to that, and that doesn't genuinely mean that you guys had different wants and lives, and that's everyone has a relationship that like feels that way, like, oh, I found my person, or this is a person I feel so connected to, and then like you just realize that oh my God, I'm just fucking a mess today. You just realize after like a few months that's not really a person for you, and the age difference too. You have to remember, like, most relationships, almost like 80 or like, oh, I don't know what I told you in the Uber. My statistical numbers are wrong. Please don't take this with any legal advice or anything. But I think it was like, 80% or something, a high number of people divorced when they're getting in relationships when you're in your 20s.
Exactly.
You're changing all the fucking time.
Exactly. Because if you get in a relationship with someone that's in their 20s, they might not know what they want yet.
Yeah.
And I give this advice to girls all the time. Girls that are listening to this, if their age starts at 2,
fucking run. Fuck.
I wouldn't say run. Just don't take it as seriously as
Exactly.
You know, he there's a huge chance that he's not going to be like, your husband.
No, and a lot of girls.
Guys in their 20s are just trying to figure shit out, especially if they don't have a lot of experience with girls. So they'll always have that curiosity, and there's a chance that they'll end up cheating on you because, you know, like one girl that they're not used to getting attention from might give them attention one day while they're in a relationship with you, and you're like, and he's like, shit.
Oh my God, this is happening with, sorry, bitch, like, thanks for the dinner at home, like, I appreciate it, and it's nothing.
The fucking
again, yeah, no, continue.
Blondie from the booth is like eyeing me down, like, baby, I can't, you know. But if you get in a relationship with a guy in his 30s. He's been through all of that already.
But he's boring.
No. See, that's if you made them boring.
No,
so you think
boring.
Guys in their 30s are boring?
Okay, whoa.
I've been around. I'm just men in your 30s.
Wait,
it's the new 20s.
I'll be honest. I've never dated anyone in their 30s. I've only had 2 boyfriends, and one was 3 months and one was a year. So like I haven't dated that many people. I haven't gone out with many guys in their 30s.
Not a valid opinion.
But my brother is 30 years old. That's weird. That would be like me dating. No.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
No.
We're not talking about incest on this
I look at
podcast,
my brother who has a wife and kids.
Yeah.
To me, at 21, that's boring.
But not all 30-year-olds are to have, because everyone's life moves at a different transactional pace. And a lot of 30-year-olds that I met and like, you know, around the friend group and stuff, they're very young, like 28-year-olds that like we both know. One of the most immature like guys I've met and it's nothing bad with him. He just has a very childlike, you know, way of going with life, and that's okay. But when you meet him, you would think he's at least maybe 19, 20. You would not look at him and be like, wow.
There are a lot of 30-year-olds that are very young at heart.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Okay, yeah. That's what I would need, because I like more.
You can find that for
free
sure.
and open-spirited guys.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't even good vibes.
You probably just haven't met a lot of them.
Exactly. We're still young.
But to be honest, if you go to nightclubs like
you're not
gonna find these guys.
Fuck no.
You're telling me I won't find love in the club?
No, Shauna, no.
No.
All you ladies out there, every single one of you will not find love in the club. It doesn't matter. You can't change him. He's pouring a vodka bottle down your throat and 5 other girls, okay? You're not the one. I promise you.
So then Tinder?
Tinder, that's just
wow,
hookup
Shauna,
right
we need an intervention. We need to look at options.
Meeting like right now.
We need to look at options where you find your mates. What is this? Tinder and the nightclub.
People never find that relationship that they're looking for when they're looking for it. Like, unless if you're sitting on Tinder and you're like, your main goal on Bumble, Tinder, whatever the dating app is, or just
first of all, Tinder is a hookup app.
Yeah. Right?
I go on Tinder when I'm horny and I want to hook up with someone.
Sex. Like, you are coming over, I'm getting dick, I'm going to be happy, and you're going to leave my fucking house, and I'll never have to speak to you again.
Exactly.
That's all Tinder is.
I got Tinder, and I would swipe, but I would never do any, like, you know, I would just be like, so match, message, okay, dead.
It's like, it's an ego boost a bit, too. I'm not going to lie, I do that all the time.
By the way, guys, if you're listening to this and you're on Tinder, there are, I'd say 80% of the girls you're going to match on Tinder, they're just there for attention, and they're just bored at home. They're not even, they don't want to come out.
Yeah.
And that's why on Tinder, I was honest about it in the last podcast. I'm pretty sure that I had, okay, I never said it, but I have a 90% flake rate on Tinder.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
And I asked my buddies who have been using Tinder for years, and they're like, yeah, bro, that's just the game. That's just Tinder game. Most girls are going to match on Tinder. They're really not that serious about actually meeting up.
No.
I think it's based on timing. Because if you ask me at 9:30 at night, what you doing? I've probably already taken off my makeup and I'm going to bed. Or like, you know, not going to bed, but I'm like chilling. So you expect me to go put back on makeup and then go and
try for you?
Exactly. And especially girls love to doll themselves up and get ready and look cute and look pretty.
Yeah.
For guys, it's different. It's like, if a girl texts me, let's say hypothetically we finish this and a girl texts me, I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, give me like 5 minutes. I'll be in an Uber.
So easy. It's so unfair.
I'll put a hoodie on and I'll be on my way.
And then like we show up, and if we show up in if I show up to a guy's place, and I'm not gonna lie, I like to date attractive males and, you know, men that take care of themselves and present themselves.
We all do, honey.
We all do. We all do. It's very true. It's very true. But if I show up in like sweatpants, you know, yeah, okay, whatever, natural beauty, who cares? I still look like like he's gonna look at me and be like,
but it's no fair. Guys put on gray sweatpants and they're hotter than they were before.
Not fair at all. Not okay at all. I would love to like fight that. Honestly, that sexism in this world needs to stop. But no, yeah, it is interesting how you guys can just get ready in 4 minutes, and
it's awesome.
I hate it.
A girl was like freaking out. A girl was over the other day and she's like, do you not have any face wash? I'm like, no, I don't use face wash. What the fuck? She's like, you don't have a skincare routine? And I'm like, no.
Why do I need it?
You don't use face wash?
No.
Most men don't, surprisingly, actually.
Oh my God.
Like, the reason men have such perfect fucking pores, and like, look at him. Hey, they don't wear any makeup, so their pores never get blocked. And then they don't wash their face, so there's nothing naturally stripping. Face wash just naturally strips away the fucking layers and shit. That
the natural oils or something.
Apricot scrub, biggest lawsuit.
So,
if you still owe one, please go get your money back.
Go back to the point where you said you had a girl over and she asked for face wash.
Yeah.
The girl you had over, was that your ex?
No, it's a girl from Tinder.
We're confused.
So
Every 3 weeks,
wait, hold up.
I don't know.
A girl from Tinder, do you let her stay the night?
I did, because she lived like an hour and a half away.
An hour and a half?
Yeah.
She came an hour and a half for...
Damn! What kind of dick are you serving to these women?
My Tinder, I don't know.
No, it's not.
My Tinder and text game is pretty on point.
Yeah,
so.
they're coming before they know how big the package is.
That's true. That's true. That's true. He lured
to be
them
fair,
all the way here 1 hour without...
Well, it was over a course of probably a few weeks of talking on social media.
Oh, okay.
And she's a nice girl. Like, I'd love to hang out with her again.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I didn't want her to take a train at like 11:30 p.m. So I'm like, might as well just sleep over. I'm pretty sure she had like midterms the next day too. So.
How young is this girl, may I ask? Again? Do we have a repeated history?
She's your age. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. She was probably in her 20s. Yeah.
That makes sense. That kind of age discrepancy. I just find it so interesting.
Why do it make me seem like I'm so old? I'm 24 years old, Ida. I'm 24 years old.
What the fuck are you doing with all these young 20-year-old women? They're literally my age, but like, okay, sure.
I'm more immature than most of them. No, straight up. Guys in their 20s are more immature than girls in their 20s. That's a known fact.
Guys, get your shit together.
Guys are
fucking
idiots.
Embarrassing. It really is. No,
hey, Matt,
it's funny.
have you ever had a sex soulmate?
Sex soulmate.
Oh, yeah. Sex soulmate. Someone that like...
So, like, it's just like, okay, I've had... I don't know if I want to say that.
I don't know if she wants to talk about this on the podcast, but...
But essentially, it's just like you guys are having sex. You're connected. Like, it almost feels like love, but it's only sex, right? Like,
it's transactional,
kind of
yeah.
I've never had that yet, no.
No?
Wow.
Interesting.
Like a sex soulmate and...
Yeah, it's sex soulmate where almost you're like, maybe this could be like the one, but it's because like the sex is just so good and so intense.
Do you also connect with a person on an emotional and intellectual level?
The vibe will be there, but not enough to be like, okay, I want to
date this person.
Yeah.
I've never had that, no.
Interesting.
Like, I've had really good sex, but I've never felt like, oh my God, this is my soulmate.
Sex soulmate.
Sex soulmate.
Like, where you're like, I don't know how to describe it.
Like, if you were to think about the best sex that you ever had in your life, at the moment that you're having the best sex of your life, I think what Sean is trying to clarify is...
I think the best sex I've had is with toxic girls.
Yeah, that's a very known fact.
So damn, I'm
like this girl. Literally, it's like.
Hold on, Matt. You're saying
every time.
I've been told a lot of times.
Every time I have really good sex, girls are usually toxic and annoying emotionally.
But now the problem that I find with this whole calling each other toxic and stuff, like a guy's toxic, a girl's toxic, are we really calling that other person toxic, or are we pointing out all their flaws and ignoring all the ones that we brought? Because I think everyone has toxic tendencies, right? That person could look at us and be like, holy shit, that person was so fucking toxic to me. And the other person could be looking at them and being like, what the fuck? Why did I even touch you? Like,
Yeah, I think the sex was so good because what I'm trying to define what toxic means for me. Toxic is I can't rely on her for like an emotional stability. I don't know if you understand. Like I'm trying to.
So it's just sex.
No, that makes sense.
It's just like there's girls too all over the place. There's one girl that I had really good sex with. She's too all over the place. She goes out all the time. She plays with my emotions. She's like hot and cold and makes me go crazy basically.
That's emotional immaturity. You're dealing with the classic gay narcissist.
That's toxic, right?
That's very.
But wait, that's a skill. That's a skill because I can't do that. I can't do that.
Shauna's too wholesome.
I literally can't do that. No.
You want to be a narcissist? Like,
There's been one guy in my life where I've been cold only because I'm like, when I was young, I was like, if I'm cold, you're gonna like me, you're gonna chase me. You know what happened? Nothing. Literally.
Yeah, but
nothing.
that's not you being that was literally you just growing up and being like you're a young kid, right? You're supposed to learn that like that.
But like what she's doing is she's playing the game, so she's smart.
I don't
think
know.
she was intentionally doing it. She just like messed up in the head.
She seems like, and it doesn't necessarily mean she's messed up in the head. It just probably means that
I didn't mean like as an illness, but it's like
just as a. It takes a lot.
Crazy.
It takes a toll on the relationship, 100%. I think a lot of people, they walk around projecting a lot of. I'm not a therapist when I say this. Don't take any of my advice seriously. But a lot of people walk around projecting so much of their own inner child bullshit, fucking
everyone's doing
insecurities.
that, yeah.
Everyone. And they project it. We project it the most on our relationships, our friendships, our business relationships, our personal relationships, what they may be. So what it sounds like that girl was experiencing in her head, I'm not a fucking, please don't quote me on this. If you find me, please don't kill me. I don't know what the fuck's going on in your head. You sound a little bit crazy. But it just sounds like she was experiencing maybe a lot of abandonment issues or issues.
I'll give you an example. So let's say I would take this girl out on a date.
Okay.
And let's say there's one time I took her out to a bar, right? I think at that bar,
if you say warehouse, I'm going to come at you.
It's not.
Okay, thank God.
I'm leaving.
Because a $6.99 burger does not qualify for the box. Sorry,
So I took her out to a nightclub. It's not really a nightclub. It's more of like a lounge. And I was doing photography there. And sometimes I like to take girls out while I'm working. And I just introduce her to everyone. And she hangs out and we go home after. So let's say... So this girl, I brought her to this lounge, and she started entertaining every single guy that flirted with her. Started giving her Instagram away, and there's one time, a guy who had a booth came up to her and invited her to sit with him, and they ordered sushi. And the next thing I know, I'm like here, working.
That's
I look over,
awkward.
and they're sitting next to each other having dinner.
Oh,
I can't even hate. Honestly, yo, that girl.
Yo, she hustled.
Come over here. Teach me your ways.
Oh, Sean is trying to break all these men hearts.
Damn.
I'm like,
that must have hurt.
It hurt.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I pulled her aside. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, and she's like, he told me that he wanted to take me out to dinner and stuff. So
a girl.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I brought you here. You wouldn't even get in here if it wasn't for me.
Such insecurity. Like,
No,
I'm not.
Wait.
Because
I mean, yeah, but were you exclusive?
it doesn't
No, it
even
wasn't.
mean if they were exclusive
in
or
the
not.
early stage,
Yeah. But still,
if a girl does that seems just like
so disrespectful.
so disrespectful. Yeah.
Like, Matt's not gonna go if there's girls. He's working, and a lot of girls, like, he shoots with models, like really gorgeous, attractive models, and they're all jumping on him, asking for a booth, or like, you know, we even saw today at the nightclub, for example, the classic Toronto girls that they literally they see, again, the classic Toronto girls, they see that there's a booth with a certain amount of drinks, and then they see another booth, the one that had the pink Lamborghini with the bottles go. Immediately, if you notice, like on the other side of the room with the lit booth, all the girls from there, the second they saw that pink Lambo with all the different drinks going there, they were like, oh, that's where more money is. Let me just like walk right over.
I just literally like the most observant person I've ever met.
Oh, I love it. It's honestly.
Because, you know, when literally in the club, I'm just like, yeah.
She's vibing. I'm like, that person's fine. Like, what the fuck is wrong? And it sucks. It's
I
not a fun
meditate
thing
literally
to have.
daily, and like, I just have a very unbothered attitude. So I'm just like, I just don't notice things.
I don't know. We balance each other out. It's fucking
She'll be like, did you see that?
You guys
and
are
I'll be
best
like,
friends?
no. What qualifies someone to be your best friend?
I don't know. You guys hang out every day?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even think we have to qualify ourselves as best
every time
friends.
I've seen you guys out, like you guys are always together.
Are we?
Yeah, we actually, that's true. I'm not gonna lie, I think so. But I think we look at each other because like it's the same as putting like that, right? There we go. I think it's the same as like putting a quote unquote kind of label or whatnot on a personal relationship or like a natural friendship that leads into best friend. Like when her and I talk every day and shit, and we FaceTime every day, we like talk nonstop, and it doesn't feel like a transactional relationship where it's like, this is my best friend and I'm possessing her as my best friend.
Oh,
you know?
that's a big one. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like, I had this conversation with someone last night about possession. So everyone now is like, we call people girlfriend and boyfriend for the possession factor. That's it. That's only why we put labels on things. But if we're more like, you know, at peace and we don't need these labels, then we're taking away possession. Like, I believe possession is toxic in a way. Like, there's certain, like, context to it. Like, you know, you're my girl. I prefer you, like, you know, don't go out, you know, with the other man because we're together. But then the possession comes in, and it's kind of like when the toxic habits build.
Because that possession, then again, your emotions, you have an expectation of someone and you're expecting them to uphold this, like, obligation, this perfect person that they built for you in their head. And then when you're not that perfect person, a lot of times these relationships fail. We always see it, right? And the love bombing and the gaslighting and all that, that's just some added cherries on top. But
just send me 50K.
So could you say that you don't want anyone to own you?
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
I totally feel that. I don't. There's a girl that I slept with one time, and she was talking about how she doesn't physically commit to someone, but she can emotionally commit to someone. And she told me that you own my heart, but you don't own my pussy.
Yeah, that's a good quote. That should go in a dictionary or some Bible somewhere for women.
I kind of related to her because I kind of felt like that's something that I would want. Like, a girl can own my heart, but she doesn't own my body.
No, and she's not supposed to. But I think for men especially, sex is just transactional for you guys. Like, it's not really.
Oh my God, you're the smartest girl that we've ever had here.
Oh, really? Wow, I feel so great. Dropped out of college.
That is so smart.
We literally watch talk shows. I send her talk shows every day, and we read a lot.
Because men and women view sex very differently.
They do. Yeah, she's we were literally talking. She's the one I think that told me, and we were talking about it, and she's like, yeah.
I'm reading this book about spirituality in sex, and like it's called The Tao of Men or something like that. And essentially it just talks about sex in a more like spiritual way, because sex is an exchange of energy.
Yeah.
So like when you're going and you're having sex with not bad people, but toxic energy, it's coming to you. And you know, as a man, when you have sex, you give yourself to the woman.
Our energy is putting out there.
Yeah.
We're inserting ourselves into someone.
You're inserting a lot more than just some energy.
That's making the female. You know, the females walking out there winning.
You're taking in.
Yeah, we're walking out there and we're like,
you're absorbing anything. Yeah.
We won. We won because you know what you did. You got weak. We got stronger. because we took all of your energy, but we didn't give anything back. That's why I do believe with sex there has to be some connection.
The emotional.
Is that why girls sometimes love? I don't know. Like, do girls sometimes have a fantasy of like pegging a guy?
Pegging?
For the reason that you wanna.
Pegging's an interesting kind of
what does that mean?
Sex?
Yeah, pegging is like you wear a strap on and.
No.
Oh, like I'm fucking the guy. Oh, no, I personally have not tried that yet.
But a lot of girls have that fantasy, right?
That's interesting. I've never had that fantasy before. Honestly, I love it when I think of a guy pounding me. Me. But that's really interesting.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even gonna put my.
We'll stay away from that topic. But anyways, let's go back to
emotional thing.
Emotional thing.
I want to know, like, for me personally, when I have sex now, because when I was younger, in college especially, it's very easy. You're young, you're hot, everyone wants to give you attention. Wow this, wow that. It's very easy to go around and sleep with people. I think my like younger college years, I was going around, didn't really give a fuck. But now I find that when I start talking to a person and I know that I want to have sex with them, and so I like need to build an emotional connection. I need to be like, can I, before I give you, and Shauna calls it, we call it the box. The guys that, you know, they check off until they get the box. And then once they get the box, they fucking dip. Like, you guys are so fucking easy to read, but you guys are so fucking hard sometimes.
Like, we know if we tell you 3 dates, we know by the 3rd date, you're going to get the box and you're going to leave.
You're going to dip. It's
like any girl that puts a timeline on something, the guy's just going to get to the timeline and then they're going to leave.
Exactly.
With a guy?
Yeah.
If I said, okay, Matt, we're going out, and by the 5th date, you can have sex. You're counting down to the 5th date.
Then it happens.
And then you have sex
you
and then
busted
you're like,
the nut. Then your mind's clear.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, I would want to leave?
Like dip as in like you're talking to a girl.
Yeah.
It's like really strong. You're like, wow, you're so great. Oh my God, I can't believe you. And you really want that sex. Like you really just physically. But you know, she's like, I'm waiting. Fuck you, emotional commitment. So you wait. And all you're starting to kind of like focus on, I get, is like, when is this bitch gonna take off her pants? I could literally, do my thing. And then
like, I wouldn't leave though. To be honest, I'm not the type of guy that would leave. I'm way past that. In my younger years,
emotional maturity.
In my younger years, for sure, I was counting my body count, and it was all about the numbers.
Did you have a list in your phone on your notes?
But I have a mental like.
Okay, but not on your notes.
Not a note.
Okay, he's a good boy.
He is. That means that you can count.
It's like, oh, cool. This is number. Like something.
You don't feel the need to like.
No.
With the ice diamond emojis over the names that you're like,
I had a guy friend that had numbers, names, and the flags of where the girls came from.
Why? For what?
Too much for me.
I don't see a reason to do that.
No.
But I mean, it was kind of cool list to look at because.
I mean, everybody
like
does.
Girls have that more than guys.
No.
I think I tried making a sex list when I was like 14, 15, and then I was like, okay. Not 14, 15. I didn't even lose my virginity until I was like 17, 18.
What? No,
I know.
I was literally thinking the same thing. Like, I know you're Russian.
I realized when I said.
I know you guys have sex at like
oh my
12.
God. No, can you imagine? No, I was bullied really. Funny enough, I'm a model now, but when I was like 12, like 13, I was fucking getting called donkey. Like I was chubby, like no one would touch me. No one touched me until I was 18 years old, and they were like, okay, she, puberty hit her, and now I'm just hot as shit, so it's fine. Sex is very easy now, but now I just don't want it as fast. I like the emotional.
Yeah, for me, I used to count my body, or I used to count how many girls I had sex with when I was younger, and it was more of like a validation thing, and I felt like it made me feel more confident about myself. But once I hit like triple digits, then it's like, okay, it doesn't matter now. I'm cool now.
Triple digit?
So yeah,
whoa, man, okay, my guy.
Over 100 girls for sure. But
what's your body count? What's your exact body count?
130 something.
Not 200.
Hey.
Not 200.
Hey, you know what?
I feel like an
I have
angel.
respect for that.
Yeah, Justin has over 300.
Oh, Justin's whole business is. I'm proud of him. If he did not have over 300 kills, I would be like, you're failing at what you're doing.
Straight up.
Yeah, like, I would
I'm
be
not
like,
gonna
stop
lie.
selling
I think
the course.
if I was a guy too, I'd want to experience many different women. Women are hot.
Yeah.
Women
Oh my
are
God.
hot.
Yeah.
Like, I
Right?
would do it.
Girls are
All
hot.
you want to do is
Women
just
are hot. Like
empty
even
a
I'm at the
nut.
club and I'm like, damn, like you're hot.
Oh,
like
we were checking out
I'm
those girls
super
that were
straight,
dancing.
And-
but I'm like, man, I just want to be 1% bisexual. 1%.
And every girl
Like, I
is beautiful in
wonder.
her own way.
I know.
And it's not like
100%.
when I'm hanging out with a girl and she's fucking beautiful, and I think she's perfect, I might look at another one and she's also perfect. Like, you know,
But they're perfect in their own genuine way.
Exactly.
Of like yeah.
it's like
great.
looking. Okay, I don't want to get canceled for comparing girls to like food, but let's say you look at like a really nice burger, right?
Yeah, those
And you're
going good.
and you're craving burgers today,
yeah.
and I just want to eat a burger today, and you
Gonna
eat
eat a
it, and it's
fucking
awesome.
burger.
But the next day you might want to have lasagna
Or French fries.
or
Change
French
it
fries.
up.
There we go. It doesn't mean that like
No.
I like lasagna more than like burgers. I like them both equally, but I want to try out different things.
Yeah.
You know, the world is kind of like a buffet to me.
Yeah, we're here to live and experience it. Like our society has built the idea of traditional marriages, that. If we look at our parents, a lot of the reason half of us are so fucked up that we can't even get into.
The best times of my life and the most memorable are the ones where I would hook up with chicks.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And just live not, emotional or anything.
It's
I'm not
beautiful.
gonna lie, same
Guys
with
can
me,
have sex
17,
without
18.
emotion. They can have sex without emotion.
Some, I would
some,
say,
yeah. Some are cold-hearted.
you're
I
older,
personally
you
am
don't.
not like that.
I find all the older
I don't
guys
have
I've
sex with a girl if I
dated
don't have an emotional connection with her. I just don't get turned on.
Yeah.
And that's how
No matter
I
how
find-
physically hot
yeah.
a girl is, I mean, I'm a photographer. I'm surrounded by beautiful girls all the time.
Oh my God,
my
you
ex
could
girlfriend.
fuck any of them,
No.
Okay,
I don't
that's you would catch a case. I never said that
no.
ever.
Every time I'm shooting, I'm very professional.
Oh yes, yeah.
I literally disconnect from it. I don't
Ruin
even
your
like
whole
see.
career on this
Exactly. I don't see the girls I'm working with as potential partners.
Yeah.
Never. I don't.
You're
even date
professional
them.
with that.
And going back to what I was saying, I don't have sex with girls if I don't have an emotional connection with them, no matter how beautiful they are in, visually. Like I'm surrounded by beautiful girls all the time, and
But your brain's
I'm so
fucking
used
empty.
to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's your
sex is not
personality.
enjoyable for me if I don't connect with a girl.
No, I agree with that. I'm at that point in my life right now, and the men that I've dated and have been seeing, the one that I'm seeing recently, like that's, I don't know where the fuck his headspace at, but he's 30 and that kind of emotional maturity. It's amazing to be able to be like, oh, I don't want to just fucking have sex with you within the first 2 times that we meet.
See,
So for
And
me,
you
it's
slowly
actually a
learn.
little different. I feel like I need to have a more spiritual connection with the person to have good sex. And like, yes, there's emotion, but I don't lead with a lot of emotion. I lead with like gut, intuition, spirituality. So like, if I don't find that, then
so what, you want a guy to be spiritual?
yeah, like if there's, when someone's spiritual and they just have that vibration to them.
Yeah.
And then when you start talking, you're like, it's just a vibe. It's chill. It's just good.
They
Good
have less of
energy.
an ego,
Yeah, it's just
and there's more of themselves,
exactly.
and their energy is more putting out there and not taking in. Some people have really good energy like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
You guys
can
have
feel it.
incredibly great energy.
Oh, yeah.
That means a lot.
Like there's a lot of girls in the nightclub tonight that I'm like, that only care about themselves.
You could see it.
You
but
can see it, yeah.
And that's the
They only care about
emotional
themselves,
connection.
and you can tell that they're so standoffish because all they
It
think about is
sucks.
themselves.
And then when you
and
try
the value
talking
that
to
they get
them.
from other people,
Yeah.
compared to you guys. I was hanging with you all night. You guys are all smiling and
Oh my
dancing,
God, yeah,
and
always. Love it.
you guys are so open to meeting anyone.
Because it's life. I only experienced this life once. I've been fucking sad and had a hard life growing up, and I'm never gonna want to go back to that pain again. And
See, that's the thing. The common traits of a lot of spiritually awakened people is they all go through pain.
100%.
And it wakes you up.
It does. And it matures you a lot as an emotional person as well. Because
it creates depth in people's personality, and you become awesome.
I became woke.
Woke, yeah.
Yeah, woke.
Yeah.
I became woke after I was depressed. But when I was depressed, I didn't tell anyone I was depressed. I was just like, I don't know what this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not.
So then, actually, how I got like out of it was I started waking up at 5 a.m. every morning to see the sunrise, because I was living in like Barrie at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a big room and the sun came right in. So every morning I would see that, and then I think I would just slowly was like, hey, this is really beautiful. Oh wow, the trees are beautiful too, and then like from there it just kind of grew. It's kind of cool.
But you have to push yourself. A lot of people, we all struggle with all kinds of walks of life, whether it be, but you either have two choices. You had two choices those mornings: wake up and seize the day and take it and be like, what can I do different? What can I make it so great? Or am I going to continuously just sit in my fucking bed, cry the same as I've been doing? And it's hard. I'm not going to lie. I've been through depression. I think everyone at this, in their own sense. But I think there's a lot of people that victimize themselves now, and it's easier to sit and be like, I'm the sad person. I can't find good in life. I can't find the emotional connection person I want. Instead of just getting up, fucking buckling up your boots, stop being a pussy ass bitch, put on a smile, and look at you're alive. We forget. We're so caught up in this materialistic world about relationships, this, that, the Louis Vuitton. You have your health. You woke up another day. Oh my God, you get to see the fucking earth and the sun.
You live in the top 1% countries in the world.
Oh my God. Like, we have no issues here. Yet we're making the biggest issues.
You're not in a country where you're experiencing drought and extreme
survival
racism
mode
and
war, famine.
Exactly.
Fuck.
So
we're so lucky. Like, literally, our biggest problems right now is like, oh, this girl didn't like me.
Yeah. Oh my God. Bitch with lip fillers, like, oh my God, she unfollowed me on Instagram.
I didn't get my lashes done, so I can't go out. Like, my life is so ruined.
The man in the Rolls Royce didn't pour me one of the free fucking bottles down my throat tonight.
If you live in the first world country, you're
more
literally
than lucky.
the top 1% of people, top 2%
like
of
literally
people in the
shut
world.
The fuck up. Stop complaining.
You have no problems.
No.
That's why I have like different opinions with the lockdowns and stuff that are happening, but I think I mentioned this in the other podcast. If you're in the lockdown and you're complaining and you're in the first world country, Canada has one of the best supports from the government,
for mental health that they just, I think.
Yeah, and then just the CRB and
all that
everything. Stuff.
Like, I was worker benefit
not rich, but like
some people
$2,000 every 2 weeks.
That's a lot.
Like, oh my
I put all of that
God.
I put all that money in this random weed stock, and I made an extra $20,000.
That's so smart. See, that's a lot of people didn't do that. They didn't invest their money. They just went out and spent it all.
And then when I got back to working, I'm like,
why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
Exactly.
It's fucking sad.
But realizing that, holy shit, we live in the country where the government just gives you $2,000. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm from the Philippines. They don't get that. I think they received $200 within the course of 6 months.
And barely.
You can't even.
Functioning water. Like, it sucks.
So I think the lesson is like, just be grateful.
So grateful for the little things that you could like.
Yeah.
Walk outside. You're not scared you're going to be shot to death. You have a child. Your child's going to go to
Toronto
school.
is one of the safest cities that I've ever been in.
I think.
It's so safe here.
I would say
I've traveled the world twice. I've walked the streets of Kiev.
You are not a woman.
I was
my people. What's up?
I was fucking scared of my life.
Oh, I know. Russia's a scary place.
Exactly. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm from Toronto. I'm a pussy. All these guys are shaved heads and like tatted, like trying to solicit you.
My mom, she grew up in the USSR. My whole family's there and everything. So when I lived there, we were living in between Moscow, my dad's side of the family, and then my mom's side of the family, St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is gorgeous, but it's fucked. Like, going to school there, you're in this old USSR school that's like broken down, looks like it's a fucking rundown jailhouse that's like a mansion of like it fucked up. And the people there, like, you're walking down the street and I'm not gonna lie, we get painted as like very cold-hearted people and like, this. We're not that cold-hearted, but the people there, the men especially, like it was. I wouldn't say it was scary, but it is a huge difference, like cultural difference.
In Toronto, Toronto's very safe. I was in Barcelona in Spain, and I was robbed within the first 2 days. I was there.
Not surprised.
You need to go tell my parents that because they still call me every day, being like, "Are you still alive?"
You're so safe here. Like you barely see any homeless people.
No.
Like I can give you many examples. I was living in Surfers Paradise in Australia. The first night I went out, I had a guy put a blade next to my ear saying he's gonna cut me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? This is Australia? It's like, and then they're like, yeah, there's guys here are very aggressive like that. And then the second night I went out, I just walked down the street. There's 2 guys on the ground, bloodied, carried by an ambulance.
Yeah.
And I asked my buddy who lives there. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's very normal." And like, "Oh my, it's very normal in Australia. Like we just fight all the time."
The homeless people here are like nice, but they're just creepy. One guy followed me, tapped on my shoulder, and then I jumped and I screamed because I'm a jumpy person. And then he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to know. Like I just want to tell you." I'm like, "Not the right time. Like no."
And there's people that miss social cues, and there's people here in Toronto too that are super unsafe. We saw the van attack a few years ago. You see some
Don't get me wrong.
People.
There's still violence that happens here.
Everywhere. Happens. Everywhere.
It's just less likely that you're gonna die.
Like walking outside.
If you're a woman walking home at like 2 a.m.
compared to like, the cartels that are happening right now in Mexico. It's fucked up.
When I like moved here in May, I would literally, I don't know, I guess I just didn't think about the city. My parents are worried, but I'm like, I take the streetcar home, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I mean, I'm still here. So
you're so violent.
And I lived in like Chinatown. Like I feel like that's pretty busy.
I would say that Spadina McDonald's is infamous. I had a fight there when I was 10 years old.
There's one city though that I feel like is safer than Toronto.
Oh, really?
Probably Tokyo.
Yep, I could agree with that. I've never been to Tokyo personally, but my mom and people I know.
First of all, in Japan, they don't allow guns.
Very traditional, very respectful to their elders and each other and community. Like they're all about community. It's
and every person's like too shy to commit violence. I feel.
So
they're so everyone's so respectful and kind. And why can't we be like that here? Why does everyone fucking hate each other here? Like in the club, this chick with like no shoes on, literally the bitch was barefoot.
Can I pull out the video? Can I show them the video?
We are just standing and she's like walking by, I guess. And yeah, she's trying to get people out of the way, but we're standing, we're already cornered into like the chair area. She literally like she has the other side of space, huge space.
Here.
Goes and like fucking shoves her way through.
This is a video. Some girl took off her shoes and she's just walking with her bare feet. That's Toronto. Yeah.
Very clean and hygienical. COVID.
So I want to go back to something.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
Because you were like, you guys have really good energy. You saw us smiling and laughing when we were at the club.
Very kind of you to say.
But then before we started this podcast, we were talking about how we're tall and intimidating. Just for everyone that's watching. She's 5'10".
Yeah, ish, yeah.
I'm 5'11", but when we wear heels, we're 6 foot.
Exactly. So tonight, all throughout the night, these girls were taller than me.
I was taller than
everyone in the club.
I felt like a midget next to these girls, and I'm very used to this because I'm always around models all the time. I feel like a short dude. But in general, my opinion, a lot of guys find taller girls more intimidating. It's not because they don't like you. No. It's just that we have a natural instinct to want to feel dominant. When I'm looking up to a girl, it's like, okay, I'm dominant.
Yeah, mommy.
Exactly. Like
no,
when I talk to a girl that's taller, I make her sit down, or I get up on a ledge.
Oh my god.
I get up on the other chair and talk to her if it's a nightclub.
I saw you do that quite a few times tonight.
I felt like the boss.
Yeah, the girls
but
at
we're
the other
smiling.
Side of the
like we look nice.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's also like the way we dress too. I'm not gonna lie, and this is no hate to any girl or any way that they dress, But when I go out, I like when Shauna and I talk, we have a very unique style. She comes in her like Chanel looking outfits. I come in my like one piece of bold color and like my crazy, like she helped my hair this time. Shout out Shauna. But my fits and stuff. And it's nothing rude, nothing personal to those girls. But I do apologize. Literally all of them. I don't think I maybe saw 2 or 3 girls today that did not have a top. That was like the one where you're like, boobs are spilling out in some way, whether it's like going just straight lines going like that or like going crisscross and around the neck. And I'm wearing leather pants. I'm a basic bitch myself. I'm not going to lie. Literally every other bitch was wearing that too. But it's just, I also find like the style, like when I go out and stuff, I don't get approached by these like really attractive guys, although they will message me on Bumble. They will try really hard to go out
Guys
with
are
me.
very superficial at nightclubs.
Superficial, and plus they have more respect for girls like us. Like they know when they come talk to us in the club, I'm gonna look at them, and even though I want them to come talk to me, I'm gonna be like, why the fuck do you have any respect for me? Like pick up your fucking standards off the floor.
But that's really good though, because by dressing a certain way, whether you're a guy or a girl, that's a way of screening potential mates.
100%. People come to you because of the way that you present yourself to others.
100%.
I'm looking for my husband, so.
Hey.
Because you're going to attract guys who like girls who dress like you.
Yeah.
Like Chanel looking outfit.
It's just hard to find them at these clubs because I'm not going to lie, they're not going to come talk to us. They might find us super attractive.
But you know what kind of guys I'm attracted to? The ones that dress just normal.
And that's nothing too bad.
Like a white t-shirt, blue jeans type of shirt. Like outfit.
Yeah, like just like, you know,
just clean, like
probably like
himself.
just exactly kind of like you're wearing. Literally just
wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt from Uniqlo.
Just
yes,
an outfit.
sir. Yes, sir.
Like I don't know. I dress this way, but I want a man just dress.
That's completely
chill.
okay though.
You know?
You don't have to like, although everyone has still to their own taste and preference.
I actually have a question for you guys.
Oh, interesting. Go off.
So you guys were out tonight at a nightclub. How was your experience? So I saw that Ida liked a guy in the suit. And Shauna, I didn't really see you talk to any guys.
No.
So how were your experience tonight? What were your biggest frustrations?
I don't know what to do at a club.
I'm going to agree with that. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know what to do. I actually don't know.
That's most girls. Yeah.
I dance, but I feel like even though like most girls feel like that, like I watch them walk in and they're still able to like the way that they talk to each other. And so I don't know if you notice, but Sean and I, like when we go out to parties or when we go out to events, like we talk to these girls and stuff, like they're fun to talk with, but then I'm personally not gonna lie, after 2 seconds of talking with some of them, I literally lose so many brain cells in my head, and I'm just like,
no, I feel that. I feel
okay, this is not going in any way.
Hey, that happens to guys too. Some guys 100%. That I talk to, I'm just like, holy shit, like.
Oh, it goes both ways, both sexes, right? But yeah, no, I just find that these
like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna dance. Okay, that was nice, but then I'm like,
what do I do after? I'm not having
what I'm gonna
drinks.
do for the next 4 hours.
See, that's the tricky part about being a girl, because I feel like if you guys obviously wanted to at least meet a cute guy tonight and see.
I'm okay on my end. I have a cute guy waiting for me.
Me on the other.
Shauna's like, move out of the fucking way. Yes. Like, I'll come through.
Like I put on my heels. I did my makeup. I did my hair.
She goes full out.
I shaved my legs. Like okay. Like yes, I wanted to meet a cute guy, and you know what? I saw a few, but I don't do anything.
That's true.
You know what happens? I look at them, they look at me, they look at me, I look at them, they look at me.
See,
and then
that's
I'm like,
tough.
And then I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna walk up to you, so nothing's gonna happen here.
So girls don't like to take initiative. I noticed that.
Fuck no.
I've done it before.
As much as they should,
it
they
doesn't
don't
work.
want to.
It doesn't make me okay. Just like the guy doesn't like the female to be taller.
Yeah.
When I have to approach the man,
attractive.
it makes me lose my like
it looks desperate. Like
100%.
It looks like I'm desperate.
Yeah.
And I like that.
If I look at a girl or if what society sees when they see a girl, just go up to every single guy and like explore her options. They'll probably label her as
A hoe,
basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel kind of bad for girls, not gonna lie. Like, I'm so thankful I'm a guy.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Exactly, because I go to a nightclub, I just talk to whoever I want.
And it's fine. No one's
if I get
judging
rejected, I can just move on to the next one.
It's hard getting.
But you know, we
rejected
notice those
by-
things too, right? Or some do. Like, I watch, if there's a guy I'm interested in the club, I'll pick him out when he first gets there, and I'll watch his actions for the next like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I'll see what he does. What girls he talks to.
How he reacts. Is he like with his phone like, hey? That's a big like red flag when they're in the
No.
booth and they just literally all they do is literally hey for 2 seconds and then pause and then it's back to death.
By the way, have you heard of this concept? So basically, I think I got this from Justin. So girls are always looking for, when they see a guy, they're looking for things that will make them basically say no to him. And for compared to
No
guys,
way.
They're looking for reasons to like a girl. So the girls are looking for reasons to dislike a guy, and guys are looking
I
for
would
reasons
agree.
to like a guy.
Wait,
Personally,
what?
for me, for what I've experienced in my relationships and what I'm even doing right now is like I'm look at the guy that I'm talking to. He's amazing in every single way, and he's like 30. He's emotionally mature. He does like, you know, just the way that things are going. It's very safe and stuff. But I keep trying to find reasons. Like I'll call Shauna and I'll be like, oh, nope, has to be something off. Something's like, you know.
That's what I mean. You guys are always looking for
But you're
reasons
looking
to
for reasons to like us.
Yeah.
So for example, if I see an attractive girl and I talk to her, oh, okay, well this girl's this and this and this and this. I'm like trying to tell myself that this
Wow,
girl's like
I love her.
special
She's
and
my soulmate,
exactly.
yeah.
I want to say it's my soulmate,
No, but yeah.
I
that
don't
kind
come
of
from a
concept.
place of disqualifying.
No. It's like all girls are qualified until the goalie goals. Yeah.
Exactly. But for girls, it's like what's wrong with this guy?
God, that's so true. Like straight up.
Oh my god! Essentially, he's essentially saying, in a way, that okay. I mean, all men start with a woman on a pedestal,
Yeah.
and then the woman either or goes up.
And it's the same with men.
No, all
It's
men.
like they
all men
start-
start here
yeah.
with us, and either they go down,
Or they
most
still
likely they
could go up.
down.
Or they just stay there. Like good.
Women
Until
have
you prove me
very
wrong, you're
low
going down.
standards. I have watched a lot of my friends and a lot of personal people I know be stuck in relationships and be stuck with people, and this is no offense to all men at all. I don't think every guy is like this. I do think that there's equality in relationships, but I find a lot of my friends, they go for such fucking losers.
Okay, wait,
Like-
but I need you to clarify. I need you
Yeah.
to clarify because are they going? Do you think? Because there's differences in lowering your standards. Are we talking looks? Are we talking career? Are we talking?
I'm talking
what is-
all.
yeah,
I'm talking
What makes a guy
all.
a loser for you?
yeah.
Because for me personally, if a guy does not groom himself, does not take care of himself, I take care of myself. I groom myself. That's something So that's a big, like, I do apologize, but as much as that may make me seem self-conceited and stuff, I think it's equal.
Because people's types are in relation to who they are as well.
That's true.
Like, for
too.
example, when I was younger
Yeah.
and a little bit more degenerate and don't have my shit together, broke, whatever, I would go for lower quality girls. But the
Yeah.
more I elevated myself, my
You would
sense of
go.
style,
More higher quality girls.
my career and everything, I would just attract and go for higher quality girls. Right now, I'm looking for girls that make me nervous.
Yeah, I like when guys make me nervous.
Yeah.
I like it too. I'm like,
I like the thrill.
why do you make me
It's
nervous?
good.
Ooh.
But I've noticed like the loser that and this again, no one's a loser. I think it's these men make themselves is the ones that are emotionally so immature that they're boys. Like they treat their girlfriends and these girls no emotion. They're spending 5-6 years and they're like 7 years or 8 years, however long. And they're like, this person's gonna change. Like that's okay. I wasted this much.
See, that's a problem with every single person that don't feel like they have options.
And it's sad because they don't have that self-confidence. They feel like they've wasted so much time on one person. They don't even have the self-security to be like, no, fuck this.
So then to you, it's the emotional capacity that makes someone, what were we saying?
Emotional capacity, and in terms of...
Because we were talking about looks, that makes someone... Like,
ambition, too.
Ambition.
Yeah. Emotional capacity for me, ambition, and how you take care of yourself is the biggest thing.
Because, like, for me, sometimes someone just has a vibe so great that, like...
Energy. Huge.
The looks are, like, sometimes you just look at someone and they're not... Okay, people that are generically... The hot guy, I don't really think he appeals to me. No. But the guy that's interesting looking or, like...
looks more attractive.
No. But like I go for guys. My attraction to some guys, it doesn't make sense to some people. It's like different features, and I'm like, wow, like that's so stunning. That's so cool.
But you feel also driven by the energy, and energy is huge. I find, and this again isn't anything.
Your microphone.
This isn't anything rude, but a lot of what do you call it? Toxic people and stuff. Their energy that they give out, like it makes them. When I see like a lower vibrational human or a lower vibrational person, doesn't mean that they're, you know, a loser in, you know, whatever. They might have a good career, this, that. But that like energy, like, I don't know, like seeing that come out like that, I don't know. When I look at that person, then I just think that they're a loser automatically. Like that vibrational energy, they're not really doing anything. They don't have goals.
So you guys have like incredibly high standards, and I'm happy for that.
Oh yeah, but I'm okay with that. I'm glad to have that.
Everyone has their type, you know. Like there are loser girls.
Exactly.
And as much as there are loser guys.
Matt?
A girl that goes around.
No. What makes a girl a loser?
Well, like what she said, a girl that doesn't take care of herself and doesn't
low vibrational energy.
You know, I wouldn't say that there's a loser girl or a loser guy. It's just like someone who's losing, human. A person. Yeah. A person that's losing in life. A girl, let's say that someone who doesn't have anything she's passionate about, for me, is unattractive. A girl that doesn't take care of herself in her attitude as well. If she's not very respectful towards other people,
it's gross.
It's the biggest freaking turnoff.
Oh my God, 100%.
I didn't know that guys actually notice respect.
Oh,
that's
it's
so
the
huge
biggest.
For me.
Honestly, girls especially.
But some guys you don't even think that they notice respect. Like I was raised in an extremely respectful household.
Like literally for me to start dating a girl, I have to see myself bringing her to my parents
and
seeing how she would treat them.
Yeah,
exactly. That's one of the biggest thing for me.
My two is, can I see this person naked? And can I introduce him to my parents? Now, when I thought of that, like when that came, I think my mom told me that. I don't know. When that sunk in, I was like, shit, Mom, like you really kind of screwed me up. Because like, you know, the hot guys, you know, and I'm like, oh, I could not introduce you to my parents. That would literally go so fast.
You think so?
Yes, and that screwed up my dating life.
That's true enough. Now, energy will be the biggest, I think.
But I'm at the point now where I'm actually just chilling. Like I'm completely single. I'm not talking to anyone. Oh, sorry. And I don't know. I haven't really even thought about like getting into a relationship with someone. And this is like the first time in my whole life where.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to be in a relationship?
In the future, yeah. Like I'm one of those people that I do value, like I value building something with someone. Mm-hmm. But like right now, I'm not gonna be like I'm searching for someone to just like fill the time.
That's the problem where I think a lot of people have, where they force it and they're looking for it, especially at a young age, and then you're gonna end up getting fucking hurt.
Like before, I would hang out.
You gotta let it come to you.
Yeah.
It will come at the right time.
Yeah. Exactly, as everything else.
Every time I got into a relationship with someone and it turned out being special, it's something that I wasn't expecting.
No.
I was just doing my thing, having fun, enjoying my life.
And this
focusing on my
came along
exactly
and
like literally the last relationship,
better.
it was like the most frustrating thing because I was having so much fun being single that I'm like, what the fuck, I like this person so much.
Like, why is this happening? What the fuck?
I didn't know. Yeah, it was more of like an annoying thing that I liked this person so much and I was having too much fun being single.
It's not that
like I wish I had met you when I was when I'm ready. Yeah, when I actually want to meet someone. But that's the fucking paradox of life. Things happen when you don't expect it, when you don't want it. And you just gotta go with it. See, life is like riding a fucking tidal wave. You just gotta go with it. There's a lot of things that are outside of your control.
It's like a movie script that you just keep writing yourself, and you could literally write whatever you want, and it's up to you. But you know, you decide.
Best is when a man is spontaneous, and then you're like, holy crap.
My girl over here is on this. I love it. Yes.
So you're like, holy crap. This man is just like so spontaneous that it's just, that's like sexy. Like that's like,
yeah, because you can just, I don't know, things are a lot more interesting. Like, I feel like a guy's spontaneous. He doesn't have a plan. He's just like seeing where things go. And that's my mindset for every time I talk to a girl as well. I genuinely don't have any expectation when I meet someone. Zero expectation.
There you go.
When I meet a girl and she tells me she doesn't have sex with me, I'm like, I wasn't planning on.
No, that's what's gonna literally. Oh my god, I'm so guilty of that. And then the guy literally goes, "I actually like you, but like."
I'm gonna be honest. I've definitely put my first name with like some guy's last name, like in the past. You know, just testing it out.
I have to see the waters, you know.
Because I've been hurt so much trying to have these expectations in a relationship and things just not going my way. And it just ruins everything. Yeah.
It's so bad. You can't like paint an expectation about a person when they don't uphold it.
Having an expectation when you're talking to someone, it's like wearing fucking sunglasses while you're talking to a person. It's all like blurry and shit. Sorry, like prescription glasses. Yeah. And you can't see and get to know the other person. But if you just take that glasses off, let go of expectation. And just
let it naturally happen.
Ride. Yeah. Just ride the wave where it goes. And tell yourself that if it works out, cool. And if it doesn't work out,
that's okay.
It doesn't matter. There's fucking 6 billion people in the world.
Things that don't work out, like recently with my job and everything, like as you know, and you've known me for like a couple months and so, I do work really hard and I have been burning myself out completely. And it got to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore. My body collapsed literally this past weekend after shooting, and I was put in a hospital. And I was
shooting a commercial.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. No. Well, I just literally left it off. I left it off at shooting and didn't realize I had to finish my last word. It was a commercial. I did not end up in the hospital with a gunshot wound, and I'm not out within the same week drinking vodka and being Russian. I am strong, but not that strong. But anyways, yeah, I ended up in the hospital for like due to a toxic workplace and stuff. And it's okay. I put myself there. That's self-sabotage, right? But I also gave myself I don't even know where I was going with this story. An expectation, I think that's where we were talking about originally. And that expectation of me constantly pushing myself to prove literally just ended up collapsing in front of me, right? And just kind of kept going.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself and prioritize.
I have a question for you, Matt.
Yeah.
Do you fantasize about like your woman, the woman that you want in your life? Do you fantasize about her and what you guys will do in the future?
The woman that I have, or
the
like
woman that you want, desire in your life, like
100%.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes. What is your?
So I'm in a tricky spot right now because I just got out of 2 relationships, basically. Fucking 2 breakups in like the span of 5 weeks. I think
you need to take some time before you talk about your fantasy.
Let's take a moment of silence.
We need 3
but
months.
in general, before I got my last, long relationship, I knew exactly what I wanted in a girl. I know what she looks like.
Wow.
Her personality traits, her passion, hobbies. I'm just very detailed like that. I believe in the law of attraction.
Yes.
I believe in manifesting your desires, and anything that you want can happen. For example, if I right now change whatever girl I have in mind and I write down, okay, cool, I want a girl that's like 5'7". I want her to be brunette. I want her to be bisexual. I want her to be adventurous and stuff like that. That girl is out there. That girl's probably...
You write lists that specific?
Damn.
Oh my God, I gotta start writing 6'1", basketball player, cute face, long hair.
Mm-hmm. See, that girl is out there somewhere, maybe on King Street, maybe in their bed. You know,
Definitely
maybe having a threesome. I don't know. She's out there.
Living it up.
Living it up. Exactly. So whatever description you have, there's so many people in the world that there's a chance that there's thousands of them.
Millions,
maybe. Mm-hmm. And I just want to be aware of the things that I want. So, you know, there's a thing in personal development called your RAS, your reticular activating system. And its job is to, if you go in an environment, let's say there's like 100 girls at a nightclub. If I know exactly what I want, I will start to notice.
Oh, you like
the person.
It's like
out of like a crowd.
Matches, yeah.
Exactly.
It's very easy.
Let's say if I start thinking about like red cars. If I look at a highway, I'm only gonna see red cars. I'm only gonna see red cars. This is exactly the same as finding a mate that you want.
Matt has Bumble filters on.
Exactly. It's very important to know exactly what you want in a relationship.
No, it is, and it's not
because when I meet a girl that doesn't fit that, I'm not gonna waste fucking time.
But wait. I get it, but I also want to point this out. So say you find your 5'7" brunette, bisexual woman, many of them, in the club, okay? And you're like, oh my gosh, yes.
I hope not. I don't meet her at the club.
This is it.
Oh my God, you're
I don't
screwed. She's a hoe.
I'm just saying, wherever you meet her.
I would literally call you and be like, drop this girl right
wherever
now.
you meet her.
If you meet her at the club, you lose her at the club.
You do. Yeah.
But wherever you meet her, what you're going to do, though, is you're going to build up like this facade of her in your head.
Because you're
like,
still building up an expectation for her.
Okay, this is so weird. Earlier that day, I was talking to a friend, and I said, the man I want, he's tall, he has long hair, he's like, you know, like, I don't know, like tan, like, it was just this whole type. Chill, like a chill style too. Then that day, I saw that exact person. So then I was like, fuck, I gotta ask for the number, and I built this guy up so large in my head. And I got burned.
The expectations.
Wait, how?
Because I thought like that was everything that I wanted.
And you get there.
Then I hung out with him, and when I was hanging out with him, I'm like,
maybe that's not what he wants. That's not what he wanted.
But like looks wise.
Looks wise. See, that's why I'm very detailed. Looks is only like 10% of what I want. A huge part of that's a girl's personality.
Oh, it is. I think
a person's personality. So you got to figure out what you want in a guy's character.
I haven't written this up.
So I haven't. See, this is my frame when I'm dating. When I'm out there looking for a girl to date, I'm coming from a buying frame.
Yeah.
I like
You're going to purchase like a T-shirt or something
like
that you want.
I see dating as like going to like Best Buy looking for TV, and I look around. Okay, this TV has this and this and this. Oh, I love the fact that it's 60 inches. Like, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. Like, it's HD 4K, you know?
That's something girls would say.
But I haven't fully bought in yet. I'm just qualifying.
You're window shopping.
I'm window shopping. I haven't fully committed to a person. No. So I'm not
But that's where you learn about a person. And that's then eventually when you get past, like, the honeymoon stage. They say that never have sex
and you can return a TV.
Stage.
You can't
return all that toxic 3 years you spent wasting your life.
The honeymoon, you're not supposed to have sex on the honeymoon stage? That's
3 months. That's 3 months. Because listen, after the honeymoon stage, that person's like perfectness like falls apart. Like all the flaws start seeping through the cracks.
I don't believe in that.
You don't
believe in that. I think if you and that person have developed a connection, you'll never leave the honeymoon phase. You should not leave the honeymoon phase. If you're always growing, you'll never
eventually, like, kind of, you know.
So say you meet and you're both into surfing, okay? And then you start talking, blah, blah, blah. You hit 3 months and you both realize you're both into making businesses.
That shouldn't make a person
So now you're growing together again more.
That's okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. Honeymoon phase is like Like it's the love bombing. It's like, wow, this person is so perfect that they have no flaws, that they are literally like, you paint this person as your like dream.
Yeah, now it's
then it
more
falls
of
apart
like
after 3 months.
Yeah, you're almost like you have like this filter on of like things. Your vision is very skewed.
Yeah.
You're more filled. You're influenced by your emotions, basically.
You really are. And then after, when that reality sets in, you're like, wow,
you're like,
this
shit, like
is,
this person doesn't do the dishes.
or I don't like this small things and this, that.
I don't believe in waiting 3 months to have sex. Because, like, sex is also very...
You don't have to.
It's very important for me in a relationship as well.
They also just suggest
Wait, Ida, do you make guys wait for sex?
Me? Yeah. Yo.
How long?
Ticket for this pussy? How long? I guess it depends on...
No, how long? Give us a time frame.
Like maybe, I don't know, my last one I was trying to hold off for at least like a month or two, but again, like with emotions, and we have a very strong emotional
So you would hang out with them
connection.
how often?
Like every week we see each other, but we haven't, because of work schedules and stuff.
Is that more of like your own decision that you're like, okay, cool, like I'm going to not give away sex for this amount of time?
Both of us, kind of, when we started talking about it, it was more like, wow, like I really like you and you really like me. Instead of having sex so fast, where it's no, when you do things super fast. My last relationship, the problem was we had sex within the first 2 times. Like we've known each other, we knew each other for a year, we were good, like within the same friend group. And then we had sex super fast within the relationship. And just like that, like it fell apart just as quick as it started, and, you know, just as fiery as it started. So with this guy, and it was him actually, like, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd day. We were at his apartment, drinks, kissing, all that. I mean, you know, things started going. And then he was like, hey, like, I really like you and I don't want to sleep with you right away. And I was like, wow. Not the first time that has been said to me, obviously, but sometimes it is like really, it's alarming when a guy wants to.
So what, did you want to sleep with this guy, or what happened?
Okay.
Wait, so he told you that he doesn't want to sleep with you right away?
Yeah, that he wanted to wait as well. And
what did you think about that?
I was so happy, because that's the same as what I wanted as well.
What was your reason for it?
Because I want to build, before I want to jump into sleeping with someone, because that's really easy to do. I could sleep with anyone and the sex is great, and then, okay, then what? Then we're laying there, then I don't really, like, talking is a little bit awkward. And so, you know what I mean? Like, I've had it happen before.
You're looking to date, though.
I'm looking, I think, for an emotional... I'm not even... Honestly, to be completely honest, I'm not looking for anything. I'm kind of allowing what life happens as life happens, and an emotional connection. Because looking at it like, oh, I'm trying to date someone, I'm trying to be with someone and stuff, that still puts an expectation.
Because for me, I'm not looking to date anyone as well. So basically every time I hang out with a girl, it's more of like,
You're
just because I want to have sex, or just hang out, I guess. But yeah, it is important for me to have sex with a girl like as soon as possible.
We had one literally within 3 to 4 dates.
I'm looking for someone that I can consistently hook up with.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's completely okay.
I'm done the phase of like a one night stand. Like I want to meet someone that I can enjoy having, you know, spending time with. But at the same time, I don't want the pressures of needing to be in a relationship.
So you're looking for a friend with benefits?
Yeah.
Kind of. See, I don't like labeling it that way, because I see it as more than
labeled.
That.
Like, do you really need to label it? Because you're hanging out with someone.
You know what's going to happen
I want an unofficial girlfriend or girlfriend.
At one point is going to go.
Someone gains feelings. Someone's
going to go, so what are we doing? Because I was doing that with someone.
Yeah. And then they asked you.
And then, no. I said but it was like a long time. Keep in mind, it's a long time. And so I said, so like, what are, like, we're not friends.
Like, what are we?
But when we hang out like this, you know, we're nice, we vibe, like it's a really good vibe. I'm going to say make love, but I mean that like loosely. But like,
and you have sex with them, right?
Yeah, like it's not just you know the difference between like fucking
like
and then making
there's
love.
sex and then there's like that emotional connection that you're like, oh my god, this sex is.
But then I'd be like, but we're not friends, so like what are we doing? Like we're just kind of being terrible people to each other. But then when you come over, we're like, oh my god,
you're so great.
And you know, like it just, I don't know, it felt stupid because I'm like, if I knew sooner, I probably wouldn't have
wasted your time.
Yeah, but it was really good.
Yeah, so you didn't.
I probably would have told my mind, been like, okay, this is. But girls lead with emotion more than men do.
That's true. We do. Because
like when I said that, he goes, "Oh, that's a lot to think about," and I'm like, "Man, like it's sex is a two-way thing. Like you don't feel anything.
Are you sure?"
Well, this is something that a lot of people don't think about when they're with a partner. Is the goal? There's no goal to relationships.
No, there really isn't. You love the person unconditionally.
The goal is to spend beautiful moments with them.
Yes. Find someone that would love to go, what do you call it? Adventure. Like,
exactly.
Find someone that drives your soul to.
In relationships, it's a journey, not a destination.
No. That's where we're making
it,
what? Though.
Like when I'm hanging out with a girl and she's like putting all this pressure on me to have like a label on it, like I feel like that ruins a lot, complicates a lot of things.
Because it's leading to a destination.
Can we just sit down and hang out and not think about that stuff?
Like, chill, girl. I'm not retiring with you. I'm not trying to put a 401k with you.
I'm fucking 24.
We're not even common in-law spouses. Like, chill, bitch. Like, take it back.
I just want to have good sex, order in, and fucking have a good time.
I think it's so hard to ask.
They just ask for that to know the fact that he's not having sex with other people. That goes back to possession.
Again, she is right.
I mean, that is true. But
because like sometimes I don't even want you. I just want to know that you're not getting it from anyone else.
Bed and you're not having sex. My pussy.
See, that's where most people's spiritual maturity comes in. It's because love is not possession. Love is not ownership. Love is about putting energy out into the world, and it's not trying to control another person, because now you're doing it for your own reasons, not because you love another person.
And you're expecting
it's coming from a place of fear, not coming from a place of love.
No, and continuously living like that, if anything, is just going to continuously lead you to the same patterns and exhibits.
I'm not gonna lie, like when I'm talking to a girl and she's talking to another guy, it sucks, like I don't like it. And that's actually how it ended with a girl that broke up with me like a couple days ago. She hinted that she wanted to be free and wanted to like see other guys, and I'm just like, if I have feelings for you, like I'm just gonna hurt myself by by hanging out with you straight up, knowing that you're going on these dates and you're on Tinder. And as much as I like you,
it's just not worth the personal pain.
Exactly. So I'm a little bit in a rut actually in my whole dating thing, because when I do like a girl but I'm not ready to date, it's like I'm in this situation where like, okay, cool, like I want you to be committed, but I can't be committed.
So can I give you advice? Honestly, my advice is to lead less with emotion. Lead less with emotion
and take a fucking break from dating. What you need to do is you need to sit down and really be like, because your recent relationships barely had like a few months in between, right? You need to sit down for the next couple months, figure out, what do you even want? You know what you want. You have your dream girl listed. Now you have your dream girl listed. What does she want from her same partner? Law of attraction. You want that thought. You want that manifestation. You have to bring actions towards that step too to get it.
See, those are really good advice. But see, I know exactly what I want in a girlfriend in 10 years. But at this moment in my age, I just want to have fun. And
so then just go to the club. Fuck bitches.
Don't be standing there. And then don't be thinking about that.
Go to the club, fuck bitches, and
then leave.
But that's what I mean. I just meet these girls that just like give me butterflies, and I just want to hang out with them. So that's like
it's the emotion thing. Like honestly, a lot of us need to learn how to lead less with emotion and just lead more with like just logic.
I told this girl that I was talking to at the club, super pretty. if you're listening to this, you're so pretty, girl in the red dress. Please hang out with me.
Oh my
Holy
God,
shit.
I know. Holy
You see her?
fuck. Yeah. We go to the washroom. You don't think I've seen every single
Oh
girl
my
in that club.
I think I'm that
God.
1%
Girl in the red
bisexual
dress,
now.
blonde.
Yeah.
She models too. But yeah, I was talking to her and I'm like, yo, I fucking hate relationships. Like, I wish we can just date without emotions. How cool would that be? Without any of these like negative feelings that you feel, like being
Stupid.
wanting to possess
I
another
think you
person.
could.
It's fucked.
You could get.
You
could get
can,
there.
but mentally, it's gonna take a lot of work.
I'm
It's
deep
not-
down a
it's mental
simp.
strength.
As much as I portray myself as a big pimping kind of person, I fall in love very easily. And when I do
It's that
like
little
someone,
demon necklace, not.
so it's the horny devil.
It's the
necklace.
Toronto man's. I'm a demon. Catty.
No,
you know,
but
take
deep down,
Catties
I am a
back
simp.
home. Yeah.
Deep down, I am a simp. Yeah.
No telly tings for.
Like, I'm a type of guy that if you're at work, I will Uber Eats you Starbucks without you expecting it.
Aww.
Do you want to go out with me?
Or am I?
I have
Is this
never-
a wing woman podcast?
I
now?
have
will
never
take
had
over.
anyone say. Maybe I'm doing something
And those
wrong.
are small details too. Those are amazing.
I-
That's how you show like
So
appreciate.
I'm a simp.
Uh-huh. You think
I'm
so?
a simp. When I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I like someone and they're showing the effort. Oh my God. Oh, I'll be in the store. Literally think about this. We're just talking and I'll know like, oh, his favorite chocolate bar is this. I'll buy that.
That's when you know you're fucking rolly like
I
screwed
get
when
that
you're
way.
like,
So I'm like, no,
oh, she
Shauna,
likes
like,
this chocolate.
I'll be like, no, you just started talking to him. Like, you can't, don't do that yet. But no, I am at heart. I'm like,
A little hopeless romantic.
yeah, no, I am.
Most girls
Literally
are, by
am.
the way. I'd say
Yeah.
90% girls
It's-
love that fantasy. I mean, I love it too. I grew up in a very loving family, and my parents are in love, for over 25 years. I grew up in that environment where I know there is love out there.
Mm-hmm. But social media teaches us a little bit as women that we need to become more like bitches.
Mm-hmm. See,
So that's where like we don't really express that anymore. But it's also because there's a rise of toxic.
See, I don't care about social media. I feel like I've reached a point where I don't give a fuck what society expects out of me. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do in a relationship. If being, doing these little things that make me feel like a simp, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm
No.
fucking simping for you, girl. Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't care if I look like a simp.
No, it's good. I think simps are good. What the fuck? When have we like become so detached from relationships, emotional, unavailability and like being like.
I think what makes me different from like most guys though is because I know how to get girls, and I'm coming from a place of abundance, and
There.
I have options.
Not your
That
first statement.
Yeah, exactly. When I meet a girl and I feel butterflies for her, she's a girl out of like the 30 girls that I've talked to in the last 2 months. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so special.
Oh my God, man. Just look. Oh my God.
Yeah, and I feel like I chose her out of all those girls.
And she's special. Yeah.
And she's special in my eyes. And because I just know if you're a single guy and you're dating all these different girls, you know what everyone's like. It's very rare for me to find someone that I actually like. That's why I'm
I should ask for that guy's phone number. Fuck.
I told her. Did I
I
not
would
tell
have
her?
had a
told her,
chance. I
told
would have
her.
had a chance. I'm a really cool
See,
girl.
Exactly. You're a really cool girl and you got to believe in yourself. You got to shoot your shot. And also, these little decisions that you make can alter the rest of your life. That guy could
100%.
be your husband.
I mean,
Like, for example, I'll give you an example.
man.
The girl that broke my heart a couple days ago. I met her 3 years ago while I was working at the mall. I approached her while I was on my way to the washroom. I saw her next to the elevator. I'm like, oh, this girl's so cute. Like, I got to talk to her. So I went up to her. I was nervous as shit. But that moment
Changed
everything. Exactly. I stayed in contact. She was in a relationship at the time, so we never actually hung out. But when she was single, I became single. We eventually linked up. And honestly, like, I am the type of person, I'm kind of sad about the breakup, but I am not. Because, again, relationships is a journey. not a destination. I didn't have any expectations. It was all about spending beautiful moments with this person. And I remember all the good memories.
Exactly. Don't look at them bad. Just look at it like, wow.
Exactly. Don't be sad that it happened. Smile because it happened.
Yeah.
Each person you'll elevate with. So imagine her, and now imagine the next girl you're going to be with.
Yeah. Don't.
100%. You just keep growing. You keep becoming better.
Yeah. Don't be sad that it ended. Smile because it happened.
Exactly.
Wow. He's poetic and he's a sim. Oh my God. Do you want to get married?
What the
Like, I'll propose to you.
Yo, Las Vegas, let's go.
Like, I'll be your sugar mama.
I'll
like,
be the one in the back on the private plane, chilling, smoking.
I'm not a 6 foot tall basketball player.
Can you take all of this and just put it in all of the other
wow. So what are we saying? No, I'm kidding.
But
he doesn't specifically have to be a basketball player. What I like about, I say basketball player, I think guys who play sports in general just have a certain amount of determination
and ambition.
That
most basketball players are fuckboys though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're fucked up, but that's not all of them. That's like saying all the guys in that club tonight were fuckboys.
The
one in the suit wasn't he still fucking played me hard. Wow. All I said was I like.
Let's go back to that. So Ida was talking to one of my real estate agent friends.
Oh, funny, that he's a real estate agent and I'm in property.
Really well put together guy, very proper, makes a lot of money, and Ida found him really cute, so I introduced them too. But what happened?
Oh, nothing. I talked to him for like 2-3 minutes, and then the conversation dissolved.
So did he end it, or did you just leave?
Yeah, also with the loud music, it was kind of, I think I kind of left.
See, girls fucking do this all the time. They like a guy and they fucking leave.
I didn't mean to.
Why do girls do that?
Because you guys are boring.
Yeah, no, he wasn't boring.
Did a guy tell you to leave?
No, but when he starts looking off to the side,
yeah, boring.
Gonna kind of
because they're nervous.
Take us somewhere quiet.
Most guys are nervous.
Guy, 34 years old, you're gonna tell me he's nervous talking to me when I come up? Okay, yeah, no, I'm not.
Y'all could try a little harder.
Yeah, give me some effort. I'm like, yo, I really like your suit.
Can a guy just be nervous?
You're in real estate.
I get nervous most of the time, and I've been with a lot of girls.
I mean, I don't get nervous. I'm just like, come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Oh,
let's see what you're gonna do.
Let's see what you got. No, I don't know.
But to be fair, like, it's partly your fault that it didn't work out.
Oh yeah, and I'm okay
left.
that it didn't work out because let's be real too. There's
she was out of his league, like very.
Yeah, he's like speaking with him and stuff. The way he holds himself, like that's what I told him. I was like, he's like, why? He goes, why are you talking to me, basically? And I was like, well, to be honest, compared to everybody else that came and walked into this club, you're very articulate. You kind of hold yourself, and the way that you're dressed and stuff, it's very clean. You're not wearing what these other guys are fucking. He was wearing a suit with a fucking, I think there was a pocket, like.
Mm-hmm. Did you think he was into you?
I couldn't tell. Honestly.
From looking at the conversation,
probably not.
I was like, damn.
See, well, that's the thing too. Maybe he's into, different other girls. Types.
Yeah, and he's totally allowed. Yeah, but yeah, it just naturally kind of dissolved.
But also in that club, the girls that work there have like their booties, out. So like, if I was a guy.
Oh yeah, guys stick with their dicks all the time.
I'd be very distracted,
Yeah, but a guy like him, I know, doesn't get distracted because I've dated his type and stuff.
You think
that's true? I don't know specifically, especially because I don't know him as a person. But he was standing behind the one couch the whole time.
You never really know what's going on in that person's mind.
Yeah,
no, that's true.
Like I'm not close with them enough because. Here's the thing you're going to realize when you meet a person randomly, whether it's a guy or a girl, is you don't know what's going on in their head. You don't know why that person left the conversation. You don't know why that person didn't call you back because there's multiple reasons. That guy could have had a girlfriend. Yeah. That guy must be having a bad day. Maybe they're married.
He could be talking to someone and being respectful to them and not wanting to.
There's a lot of things that are outside of your control. When you can only control what you do and how you present yourself, but from the other side, you don't know.
No.
That person could actually like you, but that person could be just having a bad day and they told you to fuck off.
It could also just be that the universe is just like, hey, like, fuck you, fuck both of you. Like, no, this is not.
It's all meant to
work.
happen.
Yeah,
exactly.
And if I met him now, maybe I'll meet him in the future.
I
again,
believe in
right?
fate a little too much, where I'm like, oh my god, I met this person randomly.
I
don't believe in fate. I believe you
yeah.
create your own fate.
Like
I
the universe,
believe
I
that.
believe, puts people in my path all for a reason. So whenever someone comes to my path randomly, I'm like, okay, like let's discover this.
Let's
yeah,
jump
like
away.
on a larger way of viewing life, that is like a great way, I guess. Like, oh yeah, it's fate, blah blah blah. But at the same time, I think, especially in dating, there's a lot of things in your control. You know, I can just leave things up to fate, but what if I just stay at home and play video games and not do anything?
You're not gonna find anyone, yeah.
Exactly. So it is, universe, fate. I'm gonna have a soulmate, or I can fucking, put some designer shoes on and go to a really nice venue,
And
push
get
myself
50 fishes.
exactly, push myself to go out of my comfort zone and talk to a lot of girls, and I just increase my chances by 1,000%.
where are we gonna find high quality men? We're not gonna find that. Not saying there's not high quality men at the club, but you don't really find it's a club. You're there to dance.
Yeah, it's a
and drink.
nightclub.
Where are you gonna find?
What is your high quality person? Like what?
Yeah, depending on
Like
what you
what do you want? What are let's say the guy that you want? What are his hobbies?
Like he just
Does he go to yoga? Does he do meditation? Does he go to the
Doesn't
spa?
know.
the gym, like just
He
very.
works out.
Yeah, like gym.
There we
eats
go. You go to the
healthy.
gym.
Oh fuck.
There you go, yeah. It's
This is
true,
how
think
you
about
find
it.
exactly what you want.
You have to match to it.
It's like you figure out what you want in a person and you ask yourself, where does this person hang out?
But it's the same as like a job.
Where
or
do entrepreneurs hang out?
Yeah,
Where
Where do they hang out? No, I'm asking. Where do they hang out?
my place.
Hi, hey. you know, 430 under 30 anyway. Let's go.
There's an app called Clubhouse, and it's meant for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And people have met
There we
their
go.
mate on
You
Clubhouse.
have to get a house link to get into Clubhouse by
You
someone
see,
that's already in
one of
there,
my
but that's
friends
a
is a
way.
serial rich guy dater. She only dates like guys who have a net worth of 600,000 a year
She
and
is a
above.
bad bitch.
And she's
Goddamn.
dated like millionaires all her life.
Good for
And
her.
guess where she hangs out? A fucking Yorkville.
Yeah. No, that's
she
so
just
true.
wanders around Yorkville, and these guys are going up to her, and
My
every single guy that goes up
best-
to her is like a fucking rich dude.
Oh, it's crazy. My best, when I walk down the street, I walk very assertive. Like I am who I am. Like if you look at me, I pretend like it's my runaway show basically. And while I walk through Yorkville's infamous for all those sugar daddies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Best story ever was the one guy that almost hit me with his car, his really nice like Beamer convertible. This guy like worked on GCQ and all this and that. He's like, oh my God, did I walk off of Italy? Oh, Bella, the way you walk, your head, everything. And I was like, and it was weird because he's like a pro hairstylist like up there and stuff. So I thought he was like, this is not necessarily to say every hairstylist has a life preference or whatever, but I thought that he was gay, but it turns out that he wasn't and stuff. He kept pushing it and everything, but Yorkville, like as a place to find, if you want something, whether it be a career, a job, a house, a dog, a cat, you need to vibe that energy and match that
match it, yeah.
action. I want a dream job. How the fuck am I going to get? You wanted a dream, job, a dream big app, your big app coming out. How did you get there? You took the baby steps, you figured it out.
I worked from 5 a.m. till 11
But you put in
p.m.
action.
for 6 months straight.
But you put in action.
But yeah.
So for the same thing in relationships, it's like you want a certain guy, like he said, you want those attributes, you're going to go to the gym and he'll be, he won't be I'm not going to lie, he's not going to be standing there waiting for you. It's going to take a few months, but.
Or you can go to a place where a lot of like athletic people hang out, like maybe your gym cafeteria or something, or like if there's a fitness meetup that you can go to. So there's a lot of, like true that you want to leave things up to fate, but at the same time, there's a lot of things in your control in life, So, ladies, we are cutting close because the battery's running out.
Yeah, we don't want to make it die.
So, before we end, are there anything you want to say to guys out there?
To guys out there. Interesting.
Okay, actually, before, like, I don't know. I would say if you're not ready for a relationship, just establish it sooner.
Yeah, I think
Be honest, basically.
When guys are blunt and honest about it, I'm like, I respect you way more because you just now I know where I'm gonna lead with this.
Communication.
100%.
Yeah.
See, I preach that a lot. Justin and I preach that a lot on the Wingman podcast because we've actually gone through experiences in our past relationships where we weren't honest, and it always fucking backfired.
Oh, of course. Honesty is the best policy.
Backfired. So
once you start with the white lies, it just snowballs.
Exactly, because either we didn't want to hurt her, we didn't want to get hurt, we just wanted to sugarcoat everything. But just be honest, guys. Wingman. Yeah. Be honest to your partner.
Be fucking honest.
If you want to fuck other girls, tell her you want to fuck other girls.
Maybe she wants to fuck other girls too.
Right. Exactly. And you do risk of hurting the other girl's feelings, but you're not going to waste.
You're communicating. You're being honest.
But
it's everything.
There's a chance that you won't waste 3 years of her life.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You won't be wasting 3 years of her life.
And then you won't be getting the same kind of karma.
And you're missing out on an opportunity that you're spending time with the wrong girl. You're missing out on an opportunity you could be meeting someone else that's a better match for you.
Yeah. And you just continuously like convince yourself in this delusion, like reality that like, yeah, these lies that are snowballing and getting worse and worse is just gonna, somehow work out in my favor.
The man is never gonna change the woman and the woman is never gonna change the man.
You can't change a person no matter, it doesn't even matter what the person said, oh yeah, I'm gonna change. Let's be real. We've seen it with cheaters.
It happens on their own time.
Yeah, it happens on their own time. That's only if the person wants to take the action. Yeah. For all the men out there,
life is so short to like play games.
Just vibe.
Yeah, just communicate. If you're unhappy with your partner, communicate. If you're happy, also communicate. I think we're only tending to wanting to communicate with our partners when something's so negative in the relationship.
And I know it's hard. Like, for example,
it is.
Radical honesty as well. If you meet a girl that you like, tell her that you like her.
Yeah.
Don't be stuck in the friend zone.
No.
Don't.
And this is for girls as well, like complimenting men too, right? You guys.
And if you're a girl, if you like a guy, tell him that you like him and you want him to take you out on a date.
Details. Like remembering, like when a guy tells me, I'm not going to lie, I understand I'm attractive. I look at myself, attractiveness is not important. When a guy just immediately goes, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're hot. Oh, you're this. It's so unattractive to me. It's like, okay, I've heard the same thing 20
especially if you're talking to beautiful girls, they're used to compliments like that all the time. You got to figure out what you like about her personality or her vibe or something. When I meet girls, I never give physical, I never give compliments about her physical looks. Good. It's always about either her vibe, her style,
drive, this, that.
I love your energy, and you guys probably appreciate that a lot more, right?
Oh, so much more. Like it's insane getting the text like, oh, wow, the way that you do this or the way that you do that, or like I like how you approach that and this, and this is for girls.
And come from a genuine place. It's not a line.
Exactly, because those compliments, those physical compliments, they feel like they're forced. When you're like, when I'm talking to a guy and I'm like, wow, I really like the way that you were able to handle that situation, and then you're going and you're still driving yourself there, like that's so admiring, whatever word you may use, exhilarating, so forth. But I don't even know where I'm going with this tangent
honestly,
anymore.
at the end of everything, honestly, just don't stress about it. Literally, why do we put so much stress on something
you don't have to.
You have yourself for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Don't
There you go. That's
people stress out way too. Honestly, people stress way too much about trying to find another person, and it's but literally,
let go.
You have
let go of trying to find the right person.
Find yourself first. Learn what you like. Learn to love yourself first.
Let go of finding the right person. And focus on being the right person.
For yourself.
My God, Matt, that was beautiful.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. We should end it in that.
Right there.
So thank you for listening, Wingman. Until next
Thank
time.
you.
I hope you have a happy Sunday. Thank you, Ida. Follow Ida
course.
on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
What is your
yes,
Instagram?
Sir. Ida. I don't think there's a period anymore. Ida Naumovich, but you could just find that linked, I guess, below.
And Shauna.
Shauna.Hines, and then you can follow my app one that's linked in my bio.
Incredibly
Savage
great
ass bitch.
energy, you two, and they're also amazing models.
Always.
So until next time, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.